Stylish woman, not the brightest. I'll just say, like, I've seen her on a few times, and I'm like, oh, wow. Like, she really needs her teleprompter. Always and forever. Because sometimes she actually will have to ask a question, and maybe it's off prompter, I don't know, or maybe it's in the prompter. Maybe that's the issue. So she's going off the questions in the prompter, and somebody says the answer, and it's like she doesn't quite hear it, because then she asks exactly what the person just said. I mean, she's really, really not that good. All that said, you know what? She's one of their anchors there, and you can almost tell that she's itching, or whoever wrote the copy in her prompter was itching for somebody to say this consumer spending report was really lousy, up 3.9% year over year. It was great. Okay, like we had another great economic report. That's a pretty good one. I mean, 2.7% inflation the other day, decent. It held steady. And now today, 3.9% growth in consumer spending. In other words, consumers aren't shutting down. They're still buying stuff. And that is a good report. But don't tell this lady. So watch how she leads into this. And then I want you guys to see sort of the look on, the vacant look on her face as the analyst comes on, or the reporter, and says, yeah, this is a good report. Can't argue with it, right?
The Commerce Department is reporting that retail sales went up by 0.5 percentage points last month, but American consumers are feeling less confident despite low unemployment rates. So let's go live now to CNN business and politics correspondent Vanessa Yurkevich. Vanessa, what story do these numbers tell?
It essentially tells us that the consumer is feeling resilient in the face of tariff headwinds. This is a solid report. This showed that consumers were willing to open their wallets, and it's important because consumer spending drives about 70% of U.S. GDP growth. The numbers really signal a solid report here. You have a half a percentage point in terms of retail spending in the month of July, and then year-over-year spending up almost 4%. And this really indicates that consumers are willing to spend, and maybe also trying to still get ahead of some of those higher tariff rates that hit this month. Also, it signals that businesses, maybe up until now, have been absorbing much of those price increases because of tariffs. And if you look at this bar chart, you can see now that we've had 2 continuous months of increased retail spending, and actually June's numbers were revised up to nearly almost 1%.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. Do you see that chart, you guys? Do you see that chart she's got on there? So the anchor was trying to say, oh, this is terrible. It's like they all want to do this, right? We went through this just a couple of days ago, again, with the inflation report, which was pretty tame. It came in light. I mean, 2.7%. I mean, if you really want to dig in, you could talk about wholesale inflation. But you read the headlines in the New York Times and immediately, oh my gosh, the tariffs are killing us. Well, you know, we talked about this at 76 Research. This is my firm. You can see how well we've been doing. All of the, look at these stocks by sector. I can show you the tech stock up 57%. You've got materials up. Oh gosh, you know what? This is the wrong chart because they're up even more. They're actually up a lot more. So let me update that for you. Here we go. Okay, there we go. This is the latest. You can see tech up 84%, materials up 55%. This is my company, 76 Research. I encourage you to go over there and take a look at it. Use code word dollar. Go to 76research.com. Use code word dollar. There's just $1 a month. And you get the 76 report, which is sort of the basic report that has a lot of different things in there, a lot of different investment ideas. But those portfolios, that's actually where you can really try and dig in a little bit. And I encourage you to do so because American Resilience, look at that, up 84%, up 54%. I mean, really, really great names in there. And you can get all of those names if you sign up for one of those portfolios. Well, you get the names in each of the portfolios.